Happy fall, y'all.
Did he just say y'all?
Welcome to Kids Church.
Welcome to Kids Church Online.
Here's a question for you. Are you ready?
I'm confused. Ready? For what?
Ready to laugh?
Ready to worship?
Me.
Ready to learn about God and how much He loves you?
You guys, it's seriously more than you can even imagine.
Ready for games?
Hey.
You're gonna have to wait to the end for the joke.
You guys know how happy we are that you join us online, right?
It makes us really happy.
But you know what would also make us happy?
Seeing you here.
Right here with us in Iguarap.
It's just not the same without you.
But whether you're in person or online, do you know what time it is?
Hey.
Bro, we already did that part.
It's time for Kids Church.
Time for Kids Church.
Let's do this.
Would you rather have your own foosball table or vending machine?
Foosball table.
I would rather have my own foosball table.
Foosball table. Oh, maybe a foosball table because it would be more fun.
Would you rather have dinner food for breakfast or breakfast food for dinner?
Breakfast food for dinner. Breakfast food for dinner. Breakfast food for dinner.
Breakfast food for dinner.
Would you rather be an amazing bowler or an amazing putt-putt golfer?
Bowler. An amazing bowler. I think an amazing bowler. An amazing bowler.
everyone. It's time for worship. I'm so excited. It's one of my favorite things that we get to do at Kids Church, and I love that we still get to worship together even through the online experience. In a few minutes, we're going to sing some songs, but I just want to encourage you. This is the time where you can give God an offering. We want to give God part of our money because we believe and trust that God is giving us everything that we need. He has provided so much for each of us. So we give a little bit of money back to Him to say thanks, God, for all that He's done for us, for all that He has provided for us. So if you have an offering box or jar at your house, now is the time to put your offering in there, and you can send that money to Kids Church at any time. All right, you guys, it's worship time. I'm excited, so everybody up on your feet. Let's have fun.
Everything you do is beautiful. Oh, all that you have made is wonderful. Oh, so I will sing it out, shout it loud. My God is amazing.
This month has just flown by, right? Now, I don't know about you, but I'm ready to see if we can win our awesome board game, Kids Church Island. Again, this month we're talking about responsibility. Responsibility is showing you can be trusted with what is expected of you. With God's help, we can live in a responsible way every day. When we show that we can be trusted with our responsibilities, we can show others what God is like. And not only that, if we show people that we can be trusted, then they'll want to trust us with more and more. So we have one more challenge to complete, and right now we're stuck here in the desert. But if we can work together and show some next level responsibility, we'll make it out of the hot sand and into the nice, cool oasis. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. Are you all ready? Here we go for this final challenge. We'll test your knowledge and see how well you can unscramble these words. It's time to play some Scramble Bible Edition. Are you guys ready? All right, I believe in you guys. Here we go. Great job, everyone. Amazing. We just won the game. Guys, we made it to the Oasis. DJ Earl Horns for all my winners at home. Here we go. Yes, give it up for yourself. Woo! Amazing. You guys are awesome. Thanks for playing Kids Church Island. It was so much fun to share it with you. Now, I've got one more thing to share with you guys today, and it comes from the book of Ephesians in the Bible, which was originally a letter written by the Apostle Paul. Paul's letters make up many of the books in the New Testament. Paul traveled from city to city, teaching people about Jesus. He then wrote letters to the different churches to encourage them to keep living God's way. Let's take a look at one of the things Paul wrote in his letter. He said this: "Don't let any evil talk come out of your mouths. Say only what will help to build others up and meet their needs. Then what you say will help those who listen." Ephesians 4:29. When we follow Jesus, one of the things that should change is how we use our words. I'm going to say that again. When we follow Jesus, one of the things that should change is how we use our words. Our video today talks a little bit more about that. Let's take a look.
The Bible. It's 66 books of history, stories, letters, and poetry that fit together to form God's one big story. The epic adventure of how He created us and loves us so much that He made a way to rescue us. As we travel through the Bible, from Genesis to Revelation, we discover people who met God and found their lives changed forever. Now, for an amazing story, inspired by the book of Ephesians, chapter 4, verse 29.
There's an old saying you might have heard before.
Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me.
Yeah, on the surface, that makes sense. I mean, you drop a heavy rock on my leg, I might end up with a big cast. But you yell at me, and I don't even get a scratch, right? Well, it's a little more complicated than that, as we're about to discover in a letter from the Apostle Paul to the church in Ephesus.
Let's see. What are the most important things they need to know?
Paul had spent years teaching the church in Ephesus, but now he was in prison. So he wanted to remind the Ephesians what God had done for them and how it should change the way they treated each other, especially when it came to their words.
Don't let any evil talk come out of your mouths. Say only what will help to build others up and meet their needs. Then what you say will help those who listen.
Your words are strong and powerful. They can make an incredible impact on the people around you, whether that's for good or not. Let's imagine what it might look like if we could actually see our words.
You totally rocked it on the field today.
Aw, now those words were like a nice pat on the back. Words can be incredibly encouraging.
Hey, I know you've been feeling kind of sad. I'm always here if you need someone to listen.
That was comforting. Just like a cozy blanket and warm cocoa. But we don't always use our wordy superpowers for good.
Wow, did you even look in the mirror this morning?
Ouch. Oh, that burned. Things are getting messy here.
And if you get really angry, well, that's when your words can be real zingers.
You are so mean. I wish you weren't my brother.
Ooh. Thoughtless words can shatter someone, break apart relationships. We all make mistakes with our words sometimes. We all end up hurting others with the things we say. But when that happens, sometimes we get a second chance to use our words wisely.
I'm really sorry. That was an awful thing to say. Can you forgive me?
Just like your words can hurt people and break relationships, words can also be the glue that puts them back together. Your words can actually bring healing. Think about it. Every single one of us has the power to make or break somebody else's day with just a few words. Whether you write it, speak it, type it, or shape it, your words are an incredible tool. You may not have the money to buy somebody an expensive gift, but the note you write or the encouraging thing you say in the hall may mean even more to them. So, think about your words. Each one. Weigh them carefully. Picture actually what they might look like when they come out of your mouth. A knife that cuts deep or an encouraging pat on the back. Remember, Paul believed our words are so important to God that he wrote about it from prison. Don't let any evil talk come out of your mouths. Say only what will help to build others up and meet their needs. Then, what you say will help those who listen.
Our words are powerful, guys. We remember the things people say to us, right? So let's make sure that we use words that build people up and not tear people down. And if we mess up and say something we wish we hadn't, let's be brave enough to use words that make things better. Words like, I'm sorry, I was wrong, please forgive me. Remember what Paul wrote in his letter to the Ephesians. Don't let any evil talk come out of your mouths. Say only what will help to build others up and meet their needs. Then what you say will help those who listen. We have a responsibility to choose words that will build others up. So let's use our words to show love so we can build people up and fix broken relationships. Remember, use your words wisely. We can also use our words to repair and bring healing to our relationships as well. That means we need to stop and think before we speak, right? We need to have the courage to say we're sorry. We need to own up to our mistakes. And if someone apologizes to us, we need to be willing to forgive them too, right? Guys, actually, a couple of weeks ago, I had to have a conversation with a friend and let him know that his words hurt me. If I'm being honest, y'all, I was so nervous and afraid. Why? Because I didn't want to lose a friend and I didn't want to hurt him as well. Y'all, I was then reminded to do this with gentleness and respect. And even though the conversation was tough, it was also healing for both of us. I really believe that. We still have great respect for one another. We still talk with one another. We still share music with one another. And most importantly, we still love one another. He was able to apologize, and I was able to forgive. Now, y'all, it's not always easy to forgive, right? And it's definitely not always easy to apologize as well. I still make mistakes, but I'm thankful for God's grace and the grace others continue to extend towards me as well. Again, y'all, say with me, use your words wisely. Yes, yes. If you want to know what that looks like, just check out how Jesus spoke to people. Jesus used words of hope and truth. He explained what was true about God in a way that people could understand. He was wise with his words, and he used them to build people up and repair their relationship with God. We should follow Jesus' example, right? We need to make the wise choice. We need to use our words wisely. When we do, other people will know that we're responsible. They'll know that they can trust us. Guys, let's pray now and ask God to help us. God, thank you for loving us and always being there to help us. Please give us the wisdom to choose our words carefully. We want the things we say to build others up and encourage them. But when we mess up, please give us the courage to say we're sorry and ask for forgiveness. Help us use our words wisely, and we love you, Lord, and we ask all of these things in your precious name. Amen. Now, guys, before I let you all go, thank you so much for listening, but before I let you all go, I want to use my words wisely and remind you all that I love you guys so, so much. Man, I think about you guys all the time, and I pray for you guys often. And I want you all to know that you are so deeply valued, chosen, seen, known, and loved by God. All right? You all have an awesome rest of the day. Peace.
Hola, amigos. Just thought a little Spanish greeting would be fun. I hope you're all doing well today. Here's a little riddle for you. What's the worst thing that can happen to a geography teacher? Getting lost. Have a great week, everyone.